Hello and welcome to TCI Behind the Scenes. I'm your host, Yasmin Rigby Blues. This edition, we're looking at business, and of course, we have to look to the main center for business, the Chamber of Commerce. So we had a word with the leaders, the president and vice president of the Chamber of Commerce. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Thank you, Les.
Okay, and for those who don't know, of course, this is Miss Tina Fenimore and Mr. Alan Hutchison. And
Thank
of
you.
course, you took over last year, right?
Yeah, it's been about 6 months. Last year, August. I forget the exact date, but I don't think that's important. About 6 months.
Okay, so tell me, for those who do not know, what is the chamber all about?
Well, the chamber, the primary role of the chamber is to promote a viable and strong economic climate in the Turks and Caicos Islands, and especially Providenciales for the business community. The chamber is the principal advocate for businesses before the government of the day. We want to be the leading organization dedicated to creating a climate where all businesses will prosper. The Providenciales Chamber of Commerce represents all businesses, whether you're an expat business or a native business, whether you're black or you're white or you're Asian, the chamber represents all businesses. We have to stand together as business people, and we have to stand for something. Because the old adage says, if you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. But there are issues that concerns all of us as businesses. Crime, for example. If we have uncontrolled crime in the Turks and Caicos Islands, it's going to undermine all of us that are involved in business. Bureaucracy will affect all of us as businesses, irrespective of whether you're native or expatriates. Governmental policies. If they are the wrong policies, they will undermine and they will go to the core of how we do business.
1 minute. When you say this aspect of the chamber, does the chamber have any input in policies that are being made and laws that are being created?
They should.
They should, but I think it could be out of ignorance of the role of the chamber, why it hasn't happened. But as a chamber member and as a business owner, I don't think the government and present and previous government, they have not engaged the chamber in a proactive way, and they should, because it could make life easy for them and for us. Because at the end of the day, if businesses prosper, the government prosper. We are the front line of all economic activities, so to speak. And so any prudent government would seek to engage the entity or the organization that have the ability to galvanize all businesses, which again, in the past, we may not have promoted the real role of the chamber. But this is what our president would like to do for the chamber, that we galvanize the members, bring them together so that government can recognize that here we have a body of people that are stakeholders in the economic life of the business, of the country, so to speak, and so should engage us in getting feedback as before they implement policies, etc.
I don't want them to see us, I'm talking about the government, in an adversarial role. Quite the opposite. And there is a myth that I would like at this time to dispel. And Ellen said earlier, our membership, we don't care what color you are, what nationality you are, we're all for business, big, small, up there. And the myth is that, because it was said to me quite a few times, and I, one-on-one, I explained what we were about, and the myth was that we were only for the white expat. To me, money is green. So I don't look at anybody's color. And it's not just about money. If our local people would understand, in fact, I have made a concerted effort, and I'm still doing it, to go after our people first. No, those are not just words, those are facts. And I'm disappointed to a certain degree because the question they'd say to me, what are we going to get out of it? My answer is, what you're going to get out of it would be you're associating with people, with other business people. You have something to sell. You're in the construction business, you're a plumber, you are an engineer. We have members, all of those things. You know, I had one ask me, well, if I join, would I get a job? I said, what do you have to offer? We're bringing you into a situation where you mix with people from all over your own, and let's get business done. It's all about business. So
And
that's what
creating
we're
the
about.
climate to do the
Yes.
right climate for
The
business.
right climate.
Because like anything else, if you don't have the right climate, whether you're doing business or you're socializing or you're having fun or whatever it is, you must foster the right climate for that activity to succeed. And what we want to do as a chamber is to create, by whatever means or method we adopt or implement, we want to create the right business climate. The Turks and Caicos have done very well over the years. And it is, I am sure, it is due to the number of policies and programs that present and previous governments have embraced that have created this business climate where everybody's prospering. And so that's what the chamber is all about. Ensuring and promoting the right climate for business where we prosper. Because we're not a socialist country or government. Business, people go into business to make a profit. And so if we're not making a profit, then we won't be around for too long.
With the climate in the Turks and Caicos as it is, with a lot of business already going on, how does the chamber affect it in making it better, or how is the chamber, and especially with the chamber not being privy to the laws or suggestions before the bills before they're presented?
Well, as I said before, I think we should be, because this is all part and parcel of doing business. Because if a bill going to affect business, then if we know beforehand, we can work with the government, or to ensure that these things that'll go smoothly. As I said, we're not adversarial. We're your friends.
And I think any government with foresight will engage the business community before you implement. Because I don't think, generally speaking, any government want to implement a bill or a policy that, as Tina said, would be adversarial to the business. Because at the end of the day, we are stakeholders, okay? And government sits at one end of the table, figuratively speaking, where they see things from a different perspective. Most time politicians are not business people.
No, they're not.
Okay? We are business people. So if they can recognize that we are stakeholders and that we can pool our resources, pool our ideas and thoughts together, we can probably achieve the goal and everybody walk away winning. The government winning their political agenda and the business people prosper in the process. So it's really a team effort, and it should be embraced.
We're looking forward to more synergy between the government and the chamber.
Yes.
Yes.
What are we doing to?
Well, I have spoken to TC Invest because I would like to partner with them, the chamber. We'd love to partner with them but I haven't gotten a positive response from them. But knowing Tina, I'm not going to give up.
All right. And the chamber has been around for a number of years now. What's the membership been like?
At the moment, we have about 160, and and I brought in, since my presidency, about 40. And you people out there, we need more. All of you, we've got hundreds of businesses here. I implore you, please join us.
Well, the numbers are on the screen, and we'll be right back after these words from our sponsors. Blue Notes News and Advertising Production Company is here in the Turks and Caicos to help you remember your precious moments. We produce weddings, funerals, birthdays, special moments, church events, you name it. Our track record speaks for itself on the quality. For more information, call us today at 649-331-6900 or email info@bluenotesinc.com. Our Services, agents of G&G Shipping, offers weekly sailing arriving to Provo on Mondays and Thursdays. We ship all size parcels, pallets, container loads, and heavy equipment, and our custom brokerage department is always available to clear up your shipping with customs. We also have our own fleet of delivery vehicles and deliver door to door. For more information, call 941-3261, fax 941-3269, or email al-services@tciway.tc. At TC Crystal, you will find clean, pure water bottled right here in Provo. This water is purified through reverse osmosis and it's ozonized. We're also known for our good service. We're located in the industrial park next to Turks Pier. Remember, if it's clear, it must be crystal.
Digicel is the way to go, and they are more efficient with their service, even with payment. If they promise you that you're gonna get a text message but your bill, you get that. Or you, like how you sign a contract for open line and you tell them that you don't want to go over the month, they give you that service. So I'm very excited, and Digicel is the way to go.
You too can be a winner with Digicel, the bigger, better network.
Welcome back to TCI Behind the Scenes, and we're talking with the leadership of the Chamber of Commerce, Provo Chamber of Commerce. Remembering, of course, there is a Grand Turk Chamber of Commerce. And of course, Ms. Tina Fenimore, as we're showing you the number that you're seeing on the screen, that's for the local Chamber of Commerce. And of course, we have a new building. We have
Yes.
we have a new office.
Yes, thanks to Mr. Hutchinson here, who has, we're not paying for it yet because we want more members. Yeah. But he's been very kind in offering us a very nice space, and the name of it's
Eden Courts.
Yes.
Suite number 9.
Suite number 9. So when you want to come with your checks, that's where I'll be.
But yes,
Oh, from 9 to 5 or 6. But I'm always on the cell phone. You can call me anytime.
yes. What we're trying to do here is to give a face to the chamber and some sense of permanence. The chamber historically is a prestigious organization. We become the first point of contact, even for investors coming into a country. They would first contact the Chamber of Commerce. So we need to have phone numbers, contact persons. We need to be visible, so that, because this is where we have such a diverse membership, that a person coming in as an investor would be able to stop at the chamber and get as much information from a business perspective, because they can relate to, we can relate to them and they can relate to us. And it has nothing to do with the government. You know, we have a lot in common. There are synergies between an investor coming to do business and the chamber as an organization. And so I think it was necessary and vital for us to have an office where people can, investors or members, can go if they have a problem. We can meet, we can discuss, and even if, whatever the issue is, but we have a face. We have some semblance of organization. And so that is why Tina embraced the idea, and she asked me, and I considered it a good gesture.
Yes, wonderful gesture.
So we're still in the process of putting it together, but Tina's working hard, and so we solicit any help from the business community who can assist the chamber in furnishing it and making it nice and presentable.
It's been uphill. I don't want anyone to think it's easy. It's not easy. And I think also Mr. Stan Harting, we had no place to meet on our monthly meetings. Now we're meeting at the Sands. And that was very generous of him. So the first
Each member.
Monday in the month at 7 o'clock, you will meet us at the Sands.
Okay, and what other changes have been? I mean, only 6 months, we've got a new office, a new meeting place.
Yes, and in December, I went ahead and met with the chamber in Coral Gables, and we are a part of that. And that's saying something, because that's a very, very high-end and very prestigious chamber in South Florida. But my goal, and our goal, is really to have our own building. And I know it's going to happen next year. I hope I'll still be the president, because there's so many things that I have and I want to do, and I will do it with the help, and Ellen has been so good, with the members. I cannot do it alone. None of us can do anything alone. We need help. So those of you out there who haven't joined, and those of you who are members, please, we need help, and in more ways than one. Not just monetarily. We need you to come in there and man the phones. We need to have, business people come in and find out what we're all about, because there's still, I don't want to use the word mistrust, but there's people really don't understand here. Our own people don't understand, and maybe I'm being too blunt,